What's good people, it's your boy Femzilla and I'm back, back with another game review. If you don't know, I've been creating content in one shape or form for over a decade, but I initially started by reviewing video games. And what greater way to return by reviewing the latest iteration in the Saints Row franchise.
You're fucked now, buddy.
So where do we begin? Saints Row is set in the fictional city of Santo Eliso, located in the American Southwest and is based loosely on the city of Las Vegas. The location brings a fresh new locale to the franchise whilst keeping a fairly nostalgic feel, which without doing too much comparison is familiar to GTA San Andreas in sense of scale and your ability to traverse the map. So how does the game look and feel? Saints Row overall feels familiar, boasting a rudimentary but very clean look, which at times can feel a bit sterile but at other times is reminiscent of the lightly populated Stillwater, making it feel familiar with a modern 8th, 9th gen polish. My biggest gripe with the overall UI is the phone. The phone is a massive part of how you interact with the game, but instead of feeling like a phone device known to be convenient, becomes obstructive and a block to the fluidity of the gameplay. And with the controls, they do take a bit of getting used to, but generally feel comfortable after an hour or so of gameplay. The story. Saints Row has retained all the charm whilst cutting some of the convolution when it comes to the story. It feels like a genuinely fresh take with a new, fun, fresh and relatable cast, while still feeling wacky and surreal, if that makes any sense. And brings the Saints Row franchise into the modern age, showing that games can be inclusive without losing its charm and being consistently funny without being stamped with the label of being woke, which is now a polarizing term that the internet and gamers alike are enamored with using. I was drawn into the rich world building that only comes with excellent writing when attached to a plot as simple as Saints Row. So why do people hate Saints Row so much? I think people just take games way too seriously nowadays. It feels like most major criticisms of Saints Row are from people who haven't played the franchise or naively compare it to GTA, which the series has never tried to be an outright parodies. But don't get me wrong, this game has plenty wrong with it. So what's wrong with Saints Row? To put it simply, glitches are Saints Row's biggest downfall, along with its lack of finish. The bugs and glitches are frequent and often game breaking, with closing the game being the minimum requirement to solve many issues. It majorly disrupted the experience playing the game and often made me give up play sessions. And to speak honestly, even with the post-release patch, glitches were still fairly frequent. Shipping a game in that state is honestly quite disappointing and leaves a massive stain on the title with this level of notoriety. Overall, Saints Row is a fun, fresh take to introduce the franchise to the current generation of gaming, and has an abundance of potential for additional content but is massively let down by its gameplay state. I'd give this game a 3.5 out of 5. A solidly good game, but missed opportunities to perfect what could be a great reintroduction into the series. If you enjoyed this brief review, please feel free to give me a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you played the game before, and leave a comment about what you think about the game. Until next time, peace.
And that, my friend, is what team building is all about.